Okay, so I got back from San Diego on July 6th, 2019. I met with Dr. Breakstone, my oncologist, and Dr. Leonard, my radiologist, on July 12th. It was at that appointment that Dr. Breakstone asked if I wanted to get started with my chemo next week. And like a deer in headlights, I said, sure. She said something to the effect of great, and then proceeded to explain the next step in the process, the port. The purpose of the port is basically easy access to a vein. A port is a little reservoir with a tiny tube that gets threaded into the vein. This goes under the skin, and then what they do is they stick a needle into the reservoir here and they pump the meds through it. So it eliminates the need for weekly needle sticks and gives the patient the ability to take chemo home because, yes, that's the thing. These little ports are critical because veins blow and needles stink, and take-home chemo is part of the package. Now, my only other experience with a port was when my mother was sick and dying from blood cancer. She had a dialysis port in her neck. And yes, you heard that right, in her neck. And it was huge. It was so big, in fact, that it puzzled me how someone could actually be alive with an intentional hole that size. But Dr. Breakstone assured me that my port would be way tinier than that and I would be just fine. And isn't it funny how when someone says, don't worry, you'll be fine, fine is the farthest feeling away? So, of course, I still had a moment or two or a million of freakouts. And what I kept going back to was the thought of my kids having to watch their mother go through this. It is something that will forever haunt me and will forever bring me to tears. Okay, so back to the port. So when Dr. Breakstone said, how about next Wednesday? And I did what any good patient does. I pushed all my emotional stuff back, way back, looked her in the eye and said, that will be just fine. So on July 17th, 2019, I went into the Miriam Hospital for the first well over a dozen visits. I got registered and was taken to a waiting room. And actually, now that I think about it, getting the port was pretty easy. Once they came to get me, they brought me to my room, had me change into my Johnny, asked me some really basic questions, gave me some twilight meds so I was awake but wouldn't remember or feel a thing, and then they inserted the port right below my right clavicle, and then they brought me back to my room. And that was it. It was truly that simple. And it was there that my partner and I had the best toasted English muffins with peanut butter ever. We also named the port Peter, and then literally we went on our merry way. The fun stuff was going to start 2 days later, and that would be chemo. Thanks for checking in again this week. And please remember that even in the darkest of times, it is totally possible to mine your light. And you, yes, you deserve to feel that kind of love and warmth. Namaste.